Hey, shoutouts to the last video. I think I have to shoot today unless I forgot some information, but hey, shoutouts to video number 4. This video will be talking about the VisTa Tectos weeklies that I run every Monday. Uh, and we're pretty much just gonna talk about the ups and downs of the tournament, like the contract we have with them, or at least parts of the contract, incentives that I would like to throw out there to help, I guess, rebalance the tournament since it has been kind of shaky kind of thing, and why we're having problems with Scraf/IT, and I'm gonna leave on a good note about some sub perks kind of thing. But first and foremost, I want to let everyone know that I take 100% responsibility for everything that has been happening with the VisTa Tectos weeklies. The reason why I moved away from NHS was kind of the same problem we're now having with Scraf, unfortunately, was neither Ward Church nor I knew who to actually directly talk to renew the room for a season, or make sure if there was any scheduling conflicts, things like that. And we were having internet issues for the last month that we were at Ward, and no one was able to help us kind of thing. And that's kind of the problem that we're having at Scraft right now, is there's just a lot of miscommunication even with the contracts that we have with them kind of thing. And it's just really unfortunate. And I have been talking to them, and one of the biggest issues that we're having is with the internet. As some of you guys may know, I think it was roughly a month or so ago, where one of the IT guys said that, one, we weren't allowed to use their internet, which is again weird because we've been going there for several years and we've never had this internet issue. And two, I wasn't allowed to have the sub Wi-Fi up, and I thought that was really weird. And when I told I'm gonna call him a kid because I'm assuming he's younger than me, that I work with Todd, who's the higher up for the student activities room, and I wasn't going to do anything about anything until he showed up when we talked to him. And unfortunately, that kid actually, when he saw I wasn't watching, he actually unplugged our internet, touched our internet equipment, and then left kind of thing. Which is why that one tournament randomly, I think it was number 6 or so, that's why that tournament randomly stopped streaming. It's just because, yeah, he swiped our internet and then left. And then unfortunately we actually had to call Scraf police, and then yeah, they had to talk to with the kid. I think he did get in trouble. I actually don't know what the punishment was, but I think maybe he got suspended from the IT group for 2 weeks or something like that. Not too terribly sure on what the punishment was, but I was told he did get punished for that kind of thing. So it's just little issues like that, because even I think her name's Elizabeth and Todd have both told me that they don't really even though the IT is an umbrella of Scraft, they don't really govern them that much. So unfortunately, we actually have to jump through numerous hoops through the IT department to try to get all this resolved. And as far as I know, the IT department is kind of just a bunch of grimy people, just because the week after that whole IT incident happened, they actually put locks not only on the Ethernet ports themselves, but if there was a cord connected to the Ethernet port, they put locks on them too, so we couldn't actually unplug the cord. So a little bit of a hassle there, just because my job is kind of streaming, so if you mess with the streaming portion of it, it's not really happy, or it doesn't really make me happy, which kind of leads to the contract that we wrote up. I don't actually remember the whole thing because I think it was 3 or so pages long, but some of the things we talked about were every time that they cause us an issue, regardless if it's a scheduling conflict or internet issue, we do dock the pay that we give them, because it's currently a 60-40 split. So every time they do give us an issue, even if it's resolved within that day, we still dock their pay for the inconvenience. So every inconvenience is technically a 10%, but if they go over that for the week, it does carry over kind of thing, along with if they cancel on us without giving us 3 days to a week's notice, the next week we are there, they get no pay, because I mean that's kind of a major issue that we've already had to deal with once. So pretty much this contract, just pretty much because of how rocky, how god awful the start has been, is just there to pretty much penalize them for every issue they give us. And they've agreed to the contract, so it's pretty much we're just going to penalize them until they get their act together, kind of thing. So that's the issues and the things that we've been trying to fix and whatnot, and they seem generally positive, even with the kind of negative contract. But they've even thrown some positive ideas to help us with either like sponsorships or to boost attendance amongst the attendees of the college, kind of thing. So it's looking okay. Words are words until they're acted upon. So I'm not holding my breath until we actually start seeing some positive growth out of here. But onto some positive things I'd like to talk about, which are incentives for the tournament. We all know that Michigan's kind of been like on a downward slope, and November's historically has always been Michigan Smash 4's worst month. So I wasn't too terribly concerned, but we did have some incentives over at the NHS Weekly that I would like to bring over along with some more kind of thing. So one of the incentives is, and again, none of these are actually set in stone. I've talked to Atomi with him, and he seems to like them. We just want to make sure we can go about this where it doesn't negatively affect us, but we can positively affect the tournament, kind of thing. So one is a carpool incentive, and the way we're going about the carpool incentives is I think most carpool incentives emphasize the driver too much and not like the passengers, kind of thing. So I think the way we want to go about it is if you have like a carpool of 3 or more, not including the driver, I think like everyone will get like $2 off venue, kind of thing. So it works out for everyone. So the $2 that the 3 passengers save can go towards gas for the driver, which still technically helps them out, along with potentially like if you have like 4 or more passengers, like the driver will get free venue and then everyone else will get $2 off, kind of thing. Again, still tweaking it and make sure everything's like hunky-dory with that, but that's our general idea for that. Along with we will be bringing back the Weekender special, if you guys remember that from the NHS Weeklies. And the reason why we stopped doing those is because of the PR requirements was you have to have at least 24 people and a $150 pot. But with the new ones, it's or. So we could, reliably do the Weekender special with that. And if you don't know what the Weekender special is, once a month after our tournament that has $10 venue and $10 singles, we'll cut our entry fee from $5.5 venue and entry to $3.3 venue and entry. So instead of $10, it's $6, kind of thing. And I know that's not like a massive savings, but I mean 40% for our weekly is 40%. I mean you save $4, kind of thing. So it's just try to help the wallet, just because at one time we were super saturated, and it's not money for us. Like we don't care about the money. Like at this point we're trying to reestablish everyone's faith in the weekly, along with just host a quality weekly, kind of thing. And I've talked about this I think in the other 2 videos already, but the VisTa Tectos Weeklies is the experimental grounds for future stream ideas that I want to try out, or potentially other TOs want to try out. So things like that. So and of course they're never anything detrimental. It's like animations or subtle little overlay ideas we have. So yeah, we're trying to do that, along with if I think this is how it goes, please don't completely quote me until we actually make the graphic saying, hey, these are the incentives we're trying to do. But I think the idea is you can get free venue on the last Monday of the month if you attended the other 3 tournaments in the month. And of course we can just go back to Challenge and see if you attended or not. But I think that's the goal is yeah, free venue for the last Monday of the month if you attended the other 3. And there's like 5 Mondays in that month if you attended, I'm going to say 3 of the 4. You should be able to get venue that way. So that is our ideas for the tournament incentives. Because again, it's not about the money, it's just trying to actually throw a quality tournament kind of thing. We did have an incident this past Monday with Melee, kind of thing, and we are actually going to actively talk over if we want to host Melees there regularly, or if we're just going to drop it, just because Melee hasn't seen the greatest turnout, kind of thing. And I think hosting 3 events, even with 3 TOs for each game, because we also host rivals, it just isn't like I'm not gonna say it's cramped. It's just too much for a weekly. Like, we don't need 3 games. And other games, like, I approved of Melee. I didn't actually approve of Rivals. It just kind of started happening because of Tommy, since he is the co-TO. So I do gotta talk about that just because I feel like it's just too much for a weekly. And the last thing I want to talk about, which was the sub perks for $10 and $25 subs, just because I feel like I have been neglecting you guys a lot, and I believe in the general Gucci Gaming update, which the links will be in the description or the beginning or the end of the video, as always. I did talk about some sub perks for like a luxury lounge for them, but I actually have to pull up the notes because I actually didn't mark them down. But for $10 and $25 subs, I did have a idea for them just for my weeklies. I have like way too many notes. Something got disconnected. Whoops. Okay, so my idea is, and again, nothing is set in stone until the actual promotional graphics come out. But for $10 subs, you get discounted venue twice a month. So I'm assuming you'll just go from $5 to $3. And $25 subs get a discount on venue every week. Along with $10 subs can request a match on stream once a month, and $25 subs get can request a match twice a month on stream. Granted, it has to be approved, so probably there has to be like round 1 or like winners round 1, things like that. And give us notice, like a day or two, like, you know, hey, I'm coming, could I try to get a match on stream, kind of thing. Just so, you know, when we're actually like seeding, we could actually properly plan out who's gonna be on stream for these matches and things like that. So those are my ideas for, you know, trying to improve the quality of life of the VisTa Tech those weeklies. And again, I'm always all ears, kind of thing. So if you have any, you know, comments, questions, concerns, leave it in the comments down below. Tag me on Twitter, message me on Facebook. Doesn't even matter if it's the Gucci Gaming page or if you have me personally, you can tag me on there as well. I believe that's it. It's gonna be a lot of uploading today, a lot of adding ad notation, things like that. So again, since it's the end of the video, if you would like to check out what is it, the general Gucci Gaming update, or the like, which one are you? It probably says it on here already. I just can't remember. The business one. You can check out those videos there, and again, they're in the description down below. But thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully I didn't talk off your ears completely, but if I did, I mean, hey, it's better that, you know, I'm trying to, you know, talk about everything rather than just kind of like not letting people know what's up, kind of thing. So hopefully you have a good day. Hopefully the video was kind of informative, and hopefully you got some ideas as to how we're gonna, you know, go forward with not only the weekly but just Gucci Gaming in general.